This is my first YouTube video ever. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Michaela, also known as Ever So Dope on Instagram. If you don't already, you can go ahead and follow me. I'll link it somewhere on the screen and you can check out my page. I do post artwork and everything on there as well, so feel free to just check that out and see any of the latest pieces I'm working on, any of my previous pieces. And yeah, so the purpose of this video today is going to be a really quick video. I am pretty much here to just explain to you guys, give you guys a quick synopsis, quick rundown as to what this channel will consist of and why I created it and things of that nature. So if you're interested in that and you want a little bit of backstory and whatnot, stay tuned. And yeah, now before I begin, I do have everything that I want to talk about written down because my attention span it's like I could be talking about one thing and something triggers another thought and I'm instantly talking about that and then I'm on a whole nother tangent. And yeah, so I'm just gonna stick to my notes today and hopefully I'll get better at this. So the first thing I want to talk about is the name of this channel, pretty much the name of the brand as a whole. It's called Kayla's Creation, and I know a lot of people are gonna ask me, how did you come up with that, where did it come from, all kind of thing, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and admit I did not come up with it. My girl LA, shout out to you LA, she came up with it because I was struggling, y'all. I was struggling to find a name, and I texted all my friends and I was like, "What? How does this sound? How does this sound? What about this? What about that?" And she was just like, "How about Kayla's Creation?" And I sat and I thought on it for a minute. Like I thought on it for like a good month, a good solid month. And I knew as soon as I heard it, I loved it.
That
As soon as I heard it, I immediately loved it. But I had to really sit on it and pray on it and think like, is this a good name? And I was like, yeah, it's a good name. In hindsight, after I broke it down, it was a good name. And so now I'm gonna tell you guys kind of like where it came from. So as you know, my name is Michaela, so that's the Kayla part. But the spelling is different. It's not K-A-Y-L-A like typical Kayla. It's C-H-A-E-L-L-A. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be wondering, like, where did you get that from? My name is Michaela. Therefore, take the ma out. It's spelled just like my name, but take the ma, M-I, and meh, whatever. Take that out, and it's just Kayla. So that's the Kayla part. And then the creations, it's just simply the artwork, everything that I like to create. So that's pretty much a rundown as to Kayla's Creation, where it came from. I'm sticking to it. Nobody's gonna change my mind. So
okay.
Now the purpose of this channel is to pretty much show you guys my artwork as I'm working on it, the things I like to do, tips and tricks. Like, it's just going to be an art-based channel, and that's the purpose of this channel, just to let you guys get a glimpse of how I see things as an artist and the things that I do to start on a piece and all of that good stuff. The main reason I started this channel was because I was getting a lot of DMs, a lot of messages, a lot of comments asking me what kind of products do I use, materials, mediums, all that good stuff. And what really inspired me to get into artwork as a whole. And so I thought, what better way to kind of answer all of these questions than to just start a channel, do a quick little video, and get that all out of the way. So if you guys have any questions in the future, I'm going to direct you to a video. Like, hey, check this out. It explains everything. Check it out. So that's pretty much the purpose behind this channel. Is if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to get into artwork, if you guys want to do anything in regards to that, hopefully this channel will inspire somebody and, you know, teach them a few things if they do want to take this route. I'm not a professional by any means. I just happen to love doing art and I love sharing it. The amount of people who comment when I post time-lapse videos, they just say it's so relaxing, so soothing, and how they just love watching them all the time. And I thought, what better way to just share this with everybody than just to do a channel. So that's literally the purpose behind my channel is to share my art journey with you guys. So I talk a lot with my hands. I need to stop doing that. Anyway, another reason why I did this channel is because I was doing my devotionals and I realized that if you want to find your purpose in life, you are 9 times out of 10 given a gift, a talent, something that you are really good at doing, and it comes naturally. And that is whatever that talent, that gift, whatever it is, whatever you like to do, whatever brings you peace is what will put you in alignment with your purpose. And that really stood out to me when I was doing my devotionals, and that ultimately is another reason what brought me to do this channel, because I felt like I had a talent, everybody loved it, and it was at the perfect time when I was reading my devotional and saying how like God will give you a talent. He will give you a reason on this earth through a talent or a gift, and that is in alignment with your purpose. So I was like, what better way to try to like really be in alignment with who I'm supposed to be and my purpose on this earth than to just do what I like to do, what I love to do. So yeah, that's another reason why I started this channel, because, you know, why not? So I know a lot of you guys are going to be wondering what you guys can expect from this channel. So with that being said, I do plan to post time-lapse videos. I might do like supply reviews, materials, things that I like to do, things like that, vlogs. You know, I'm really open to all ideas right now. I don't know, something. If you have ideas, go ahead and DM me on Instagram, on Twitter. I'm open to all ideas, what you guys want to see out of this channel, what kind of artwork you want to see in the future. By the way, let me go ahead and get this out right now. I specialize in portraits. That is what I am good at. I'm not gonna say I don't know how to do it. I don't think I know how to do landscaping. I've never tried it, so I'm not gonna knock it until I try it. But I do specialize in portraits. And with that being said, I don't paint, because a lot of people have the misconception that I paint. I specifically use charcoal, and that's it. Here and there I'll use a pencil. That's about it, a pencil. But like, I love charcoal, and that's what I do. I like to focus. My goal is to achieve hyperrealism. You can't really tell with this picture because it's like half cut off, but my goal is hyperrealism at the end of the day. So the more I practice, the more I just want it to look super realistic. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of it. But I don't paint, I use charcoal. That's it. That's it. I know a lot of people think I do other stuff. I don't know how. I could not blend a couple colors together if I tried. So there we go. Another thing you guys can expect to see from my channel are just tips, tricks, techniques, anything that I like to incorporate in my artwork. You can see a couple vlogs, me going to the art store, getting a couple supplies, literally start to finish of a project. I'm willing to do all of that for you guys to see. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know and I will be happy to do so. Like I said, just message me on Instagram or Twitter. I do have a website that's being created at the moment. So if you guys would like to purchase any of my pieces in the future, you guys can obviously check out my artwork. I will put prints of old artwork on there. I'll have the originals if you guys are interested in buying the originals. I'll have all of that on that website, so be on the lookout for that as well. Another thing I just want to touch on is I'm not really big on commission artwork. Like, I'll do it, but it's not something that I just would spend every day doing. I like to create what I want to create, and that's it. I'll be open to doing commission pieces in the future, in the far future. But right now, I'm just solely focusing on creating what will make me happy at the end of the day, because commission pieces just put so much stress. I don't think I can emphasize this enough. And all of my fellow artists, you all know this. It puts so much stress on an artist when you feel like it's kind of like constricting in a sense. When I create what I want to create, there's no limitations. But when you're creating something for somebody else, it kind of, you don't want to dabble too much into your creative side because you don't know if that person will like it or not. So with that being said, my commissions are off limits right now. They're closed. I'm not opening them anytime soon. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
So that's that on the commission pieces. You might see me open them occasionally, but a person's pulling into the driveway. Oh, this is so awkward. But yeah, I won't. Right now, they're cut. They're gone. I'm not doing it. A lot of people want to know my backstory in regards to art. I don't have one. I just picked up a pencil one day and I started drawing. And the first picture I ever drew is Drake. I think. Oh, I don't have it. I think it's at home. I was gonna say I think I have it, but I don't. It's at home. That was the first picture I ever drew. My neighbor is staring at me right now, but that was the first picture I ever drew, and I was in 11th grade at the time. It was the summer. It was the summer at the end of my 11th grade year, so I was going into my 12th grade year, and I got bored. Like, that's how boring my summer was. I picked up a pencil and I was like, let me see if I can draw Drake. Let's see if I can draw Drake. Turns out I could. It turned out pretty decent, I would say, for my first picture ever. And it kind of started from there. I took art class in that following year, my 12th grade year. I don't remember if it was the first or second semester, but I took art, and we really didn't do too much. I mean, I did the assignments, but there was one time where she was like, you guys can create two times where you guys can create anything you want to create. And I found this artist. He was a really well-known Black artist, and my goal was to recreate him in a couple of his pieces, and that's what I did. And she was just like, have you ever thought about going into artwork? And I going to school for art. Keep in mind, I'm a senior in high school. No, I have not thought about going to school for artwork. My goal was to go to school for finance. That was always my goal, to go to school literally for business. I didn't know finance at the time, but business. And so she was like, I think you should really go to school for art. Like, you have like this natural talent. Like, did you know you could draw? No, I didn't know I could draw. And at the time, I thought she was a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie, because I felt like an artist, they don't bring enough. This is gonna sound like really like, but at the time, I just thought there was no way I could be financially stable as an artist and be able to take care of myself the way I knew at the time that I wanted to be taken care of. So I exited out. I didn't think about it. I didn't think twice about artwork at all. So yeah, I told her no, like, I don't want to be an art teacher because I don't know how to teach anybody anything. I don't want to say it like that, but when it comes to teaching somebody art, I don't know how to teach somebody how to do art. I'll just say blend it, and they'll be like, how? And I'll be like, I don't know, just blend. So I just didn't see myself being an art teacher, and I just didn't see it being as lucrative back then, in all honesty. So I just didn't pursue it. And that was that. Fast forward to my senior year of college, that's what it was. And so by the time 5 years have passed, senior year of college, and I'm dating who I'm currently dating now. As you all know, y'all already know who it is. But he was like, why don't you draw Thug? I want you to draw a picture of Young Thug. I want a picture of Young Thug. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just do one on a canvas. And that was the first time I ever picked up an actual canvas, ever. I had never drawn on a canvas before. That was the first time I picked up a canvas. That was the first time I picked up charcoal, and I drew Young Thug. And it turned out pretty decent. And it was right when Bird Box, I think, dropped at the time. So it was literally, it was in December. I remember I drew him in December. It took me almost a whole month, maybe 3 weeks or so. And I drew him. And I'll post the picture somewhere on the screen here so you all can see. But this is the picture I drew. And I remember I posted it on January 1st. And because it's the beginning of the year. I was like, you know what? Thug is gonna see this picture today. I remember posting it, closing my phone, and like throwing my phone, and literally just praying like, just let Thug see this picture. That's all I want. Just let Thug see this picture. And everybody's tagging Thug. I remember I put on my story, oh, go tag Young Thug, blah, blah, blah. And eventually he sees it. I have people reach out to me trying to buy it. But that was pretty much the start of this art. This whole entire art journey was when I was like, wow, okay. People like it. And they're willing to support. And they're willing to get it out there. Okay, cool. So I did a couple more pieces. As you guys can literally check my Instagram and see all of this. But I did a Young Nudie piece. I got it to him. So shout out to his manager and I think it's his DJ. Yeah, I think it's his DJ. Shout out to them both for getting that picture to him. I really, at the end of the day, I don't even know if he got it. But I'm gonna assume he got it because I like to think that everybody out here, they're not shady. So shout out to them for getting that picture to him. Another big piece of mine, I want to say, I did Nipsey. That one was a really nice piece. Really, really nice piece. Just because of the timing of the situation and the circumstances. It wasn't even about who saw that picture. It was about the fact that so many people liked that picture and the message that stood behind it. So that was another big piece of mine. Honestly, before this one, the other big piece I did was the Chris Brown and Drake picture right when like No Guidance or something dropped. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do them too. Anybody who knows me knows I love Drake. So I was like, Young Thug, see this picture. I know Drake will see this picture. And you know me, Drake, if you're watching this, I love you. Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and draw this picture because I love Chris Brown, I love Drake, I love the song, I'm gonna do it. Period. That was it. And I did that picture. And I was like, there's no way they're gonna see this picture. I remember it. I was like, there's no way they're gonna see this picture. There's absolutely no way they're gonna see this picture. And of course, you know, shout out to my Instagram fam. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody who's ever tagged anybody, who's ever reposted anything, because y'all are the reason why I'm even doing this video, this channel now, because y'all support me the way that y'all do. But if it wasn't for y'all, they wouldn't have seen that picture. I don't know if Drake saw it, but I'm gonna say he saw it because I know he saw it.
Okay.
I remember I was on FaceTime with my boyfriend and I was like, he's not gonna see the picture. I was getting all down in the dumps because I'm like, he's not gonna see the picture. It's been up for like 6 hours and nobody's seen it. And we're just on FaceTime and somebody DMs me or comments and they're like, hey, you might want to look in your comments, like Chris Brown's chilling in your comments. And I'm like, stop. Go and look. You know the rest.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I was like, all right. I must be doing something right here. It must be pretty decent if, you know, if it's getting out there the way it is and extremely fast at that. Like it never took longer than like 24 hours for whoever I wanted to see the picture to see the picture. Like, that was it. This piece was, I mean, my boyfriend again told me, hey, you need to draw Kobe. And this was before everything even happened with Kobe. So rest in peace to the greatest. But this was before any of that had even happened. And once it did, it kind of solidified, like, I need to pay homage to Kobe by doing a piece I've never done before on a scale I've never done before. And that's how we got this piece. I don't even know, I'm gonna see if I can show y'all, but I won't be able to successfully show you guys, so I'll just post it somewhere over here. But I want you guys to see in hindsight how big it is, because I'm sitting on a chair right now, so it stops right here on me. So that just goes to show you how big this piece is. It's literally 4 feet and some change. So when I did this picture, I'm not gonna lie, I struggled. I absolutely struggled to do this picture. And I struggled because I was in a new environment. I had just landed a full-time job. And so I just didn't have the time, as I did before, to work on my artwork. So I was just struggling to even find the time to get in the headspace, because you have to be in a headspace to even work on art. And that's a whole nother topic that I'll touch on later. But I had no motivation to even do this picture. And I really, really, really wanted to, just because of who the picture
that
it was a tribute to Kobe. So like, I just knew I needed to do the picture, but I just couldn't find the time or bring myself to do it. And then I want to say about March of 2020 hit, like literally right before COVID and everything happened. I was just going through some things internally. It was like a growth, I would say, that it was a new chapter of my life I was going through. And it dawned on me in that moment, because anytime I felt any type of emotion, the only thing I ever wanted to do was artwork. So it kind of in a way, I don't want to say saved me to be all dramatic, but it just brought me so much peace and so much tranquility in my life that I was like, okay, art is pretty serious for you, because I was going through it. And the only thing that brought me peace was working on this picture. And granted, it took me 5 months to complete, but I feel like it was worth every day that I worked on it. I blasted music at the top as loud as my speaker could go, and I just worked on this. I had headphones in. I was a complete mess. I had charcoal everywhere. Like, I don't think you guys understand when I say charcoal gets everywhere. Like, look at this. And touch the picture. Just like that. So yeah, I did this picture, finally posted it, I think either before or after my 24th birthday, and it did crazy. It did wild numbers. And you know, shout out to everybody who even reposted it. Again, like, I would not be doing this channel if it was not for y'all, so thank you guys. But yeah, and then a couple other people from like the Lakers reached out to me in regards to it. And it kind of just solidified everything. Like, Michaela, you have a talent, you need to use it, because you can get your artwork out there, and like, it can serve purposes greater than you could ever imagine. And so that's what really sealed the deal for me to do anything in regards to art. This story turned out a lot longer than I ever, like, this video is probably longer than I anticipated it to be, so I apologize for that. But yeah, stay tuned for anything in regards to art on this channel. Go ahead and feel free to subscribe. I'll link it. I'll put the little button somewhere right here. Turn your post notifications on. Do all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. I'll post it again right here, so you can do that. And yeah, just stay tuned for any of my upcoming pieces. I do have one that I'm currently working on right now, and I've done a little bit of time lapsing on it, so you guys can check that out on Instagram as well. But yeah, I just want to give a huge thanks to everybody who's ever supported me. You guys don't know how much it means to me, because I really didn't think my artwork was like even remotely good, and you guys just gave me the confidence boost that I needed to continue to follow my passions and follow my heart at the end of the day. And yeah, so I think that wraps up this entire video. I didn't even talk for about a good hour, so yeah.